All right. So, how scholarships actually work. So, I've kind of dipped my toe into this already with the first and second video that I just showed you. But in this one, going to go a little bit more in depth into it, talk about it a little bit more. So, as I mentioned, and we're have this diagram because it has a good outline of like the different divisions and everything. So, at the FBS level, there's 85 scholarships. They're all full rides. They cannot be split up, broken apart, given to other people. At the FCS level, they can be. So FCS and down, they can be splitting up. Obviously, at the D3 level, I'll just save it for there. But at the FCS level, it's 63 scholarships, I believe. This is all off the top of my head, actually. Um, but essentially, it goes down, and they can be split up into partial scholarships. Um, and then at the Division three level, there's no athletic scholarships. There's only either merit based on your academics, or needs based on your financials. And then at the junior college level in California, there are no scholarships. And then in the NJCAA, it kind of depends on the school, but they can give scholarships out at some of the schools. So that's something to be aware of as well. But essentially, how scholarships actually work is FCS and below, like you're very rarely going to get a complete full ride. I mean, I know for NAAs themselves, like they can only give you a full ride based on tuition. And it's definitely not going to be like a full athletic full ride. Mostly it's going to be like partial athletic, partial academic. It's going to cover your tuition. You're going to have to pay room and board on top of that. And then at the D2 level, they can cover everything. Same with the FCS level, but most of the time you're just not going to get everything covered. It's pretty rare. So that's just something to be aware of. Not saying it's not going to happen. It does. I mean, I've gotten those kind of offers before. It's just very rare that does happen. But like I mentioned before, grades play a big impact in this stuff because to get a scholarship, your tape has to be the right fit for them. They have to know that you're going to qualify, whatever academically wise. I mean, like most of the time they're going to offer you a scholarship just based on the tape. So they're going to offer you a scholarship, and they're going to just be like, yeah, hey, we love you. We want to recruit you, this and that. They're going to offer you a scholarship. You're going to go through this process, and you're going to get to, let's say you're in high school, you're going to get to, obviously February is when that signing day is. You're going to get to December, January. They're going to start to officially offer you throughout that time. And they're going to give you an offer breakdown packet. And sadly, I have an example one, but I didn't put it in here. But it's going to have the full breakdown of what that scholarship looks like. And again, if you're at the FBS level, this doesn't matter. If they officially offer you, you're good, full ride, everything's covered. Plus, with NIL, you're going to get money from the collective. You're going to get different deals like that. So, like, you're pretty much set. You're good. But if you're FCS and below, it's a little bit different. FCS, some of them do have collective, so it's a little different. But still, you're going to get some kind of breakdown, and it's going to say, like, hey, here's the athletic money that you're going to get. This is the academic money you're going to get. This is how much your out-of-pocket cost is going to be. These are all important numbers to know because the last thing you want to do is show up to class and you get billed for your semester. It's way more than you're expecting, and that can be a lot of frustration. So you want to make sure that you're clear on those things. Make sure that, like, a common thing that happens is, like, they sneak in the financial aid. So, like, the subsidized and unsubsidized loans, they count those in already. And so your out-of-pocket cost looks really low. But if you don't plan on taking loans, then that's like sometimes, $7,000 difference just in the semester alone. So, like, knowing these things ahead of time just saves you a lot of confusion, saves you a lot of frustration later in the process. So that's how scholarships work. This is a pretty short one because we covered a lot of it with the grades and, like, what kind of division levels are and everything like that. But I think it's important to know that, again, it's rare to get a full ride of CS and below. Again, program to program is different. Like, some programs probably shell out full rides to a lot of guys, and then they kind of just use walk-ons for the rest of them, or split up a partial amongst like 20 different guys. But it's just important to know that stuff because, you want to know what you're getting into. I think a lot of people think that, like, hey, a D2, I'm going to get a full ride scholarship, or D3, I'm going to get a full ride scholarship. Just don't want you to be in that position. Know this stuff ahead of time. Better be prepared rather than walk into something that you don't know what's going on. So hopefully it's helped. I'll see you in the next one. We're going to be breaking down the 5-step process that I used to get recruited. I use with every single recruit that I work with to help them get college football scholarships. The results that helped us get, I mean, it's been 13 this last year. It's going to be even more by the time we're done with this year. I mean, projecting probably anywhere from 30 to 40 to 50 scholarship athletes within just less than 2 years, probably by the end of this next season. So super excited to share that with you, and we'll dive into that pretty soon.